Oh, good morning. It is a pretty damn nice morning. I'm not even sure what to say. So I guess I'll say nothing. Got the plumbers coming today, and they're gonna be finishing up. I'm sure my dad, the GC, will be here as well, double checking some stuff, and then also making sure that the concrete guy knows as well when they get done. So I'll actually be here today. Today's a paper day, so which is good and bad. It's good that I guess I get to see some stuff. It's bad because now I have distractions. It keeps me from getting all my work done like I want. But I try not to ever look at being around my dad as a distraction. It keeps me from anything anymore. I look at it as one of those blessings that, he just, so many times people overlook. And this is just one of those deals where it actually just makes me super happy. And I can't imagine, this happening any way different, honestly. Total dream come true. And the amount of appreciation that I have and gratefulness that I have that I'm getting to work with my dad to build my first house. It means a lot to me. And I know it means a lot to him too. So I have no doubt that 2025, 2026, and you know what? Even after that, it's gonna be the best years of my life. And I'm gonna make sure it's the best years of his life. Because we're gonna kill it. I can remember wanting to do that when I first really started working for him in my early 20s. But I had a lot of distractions, and he didn't have as much faith or as trust in me, which, understandably, I hadn't proved myself much at that point in time other than just getting in trouble. Quitting college. But, it's amazing how certain situations mold you. It took me over 20 years after quitting college to finally realize that I didn't have to actually be that guy who quit shit. And it definitely changed a lot. I'm not perfect, but I strive every day for sure to be my best self. So I always encourage everybody to do the same thing, be their best selves, even when it's hard, right? Because going through that hard is actually what makes you better, because then it puts it in your mind that you can do better. Once you do something that you don't think you can do, that's how you level up. That's how you change something. So you got something on your mind, something that you regret, something that you think about a lot and wonder, You know why it is that you can't seem to change it? Well, a lot of it is just the fact that we don't have no faith in ourselves. And what you got to do is you got to do some stuff that you haven't been able to do to make your own self realize that you can actually do it. Once you convince yourself, you know what, the sky's the limit, as they say. Because then you realize that you don't actually have to put these limitations in your mind. How many times have you said, I can't do that? Oh, no, that's not for me. How many times have you said that? Seriously. How many of you have convinced yourself that, you know, becoming really wealthy and successful, it's not for you, right? I don't want to be in front of people. I don't want people to look at me like that, right? I don't want to be that rich guy. You know, he's an asshole. And you know what? I used to think like that. And you know what? It'll keep you from being rich. As crazy as that shit is. But you know, until I started hearing a guy talk about it, putting that stuff in my brain, helping me think differently, shit, I just thought that way. I'm not saying I'm anywhere close to rich, but we're definitely doing better than we were before. And honestly, it's just all about trying, giving it all your effort you got, settling for nothing less than the best, and then doing it every day. Daily habits. Wow. How many of us have had daily habits for a long time? It's pretty crappy. Sleeping in, eating big ass breakfast that's full of carbohydrates and sugars. Man, I can remember a period of time where my breakfast every morning was coffee and donuts. Golly, man, I think about that now. I think, well, no wonder I felt like shit all the time. Oh, man. If you don't know your macros, you need to figure that shit out. And then you need to become disciplined enough to hold yourself to those macros on a daily basis. Because not only will you feel better, you'll start looking a whole lot better too. I saw a guy, a fellow appraiser that I hadn't seen in about a year. I saw him yesterday. And as soon as I saw him get out of the truck, I knew he'd lost some weight. I just told him about it too. Told him congratulations, told him he looked good. Because, man, anytime you see somebody do something like that, you need to encourage the hell out of them. Let them know that you notice. Because what you sow, you will reap. And you know what that means. It means that you're putting good information out there. You're lifting people up, recognizing their successes. And that means that people will do the same thing to you. Because ultimately, this world that you see, it's just a mirror of what's inside of you, right? So if you are experiencing a lot of anger, irritation, frustration, you know, all those types of things, you're putting that stuff out there a lot. And the fact of the matter is you always get what you give. So if you're driving down the road and you're giving nasty, hateful advice to people, it's just gonna fester inside of you, and you're gonna be angry. Ask me how I know. But let me tell you what, you ignore those situations. Don't let it keep festering, keep that positive information in your mind, man, makes your whole day better. And the next thing you know, you're able to recognize a situation where you can lift somebody up, even if it's in a gas station, man. I try to look for opportunities every day in every way to lift somebody up, ask them how they're doing, just try to be that positive influence in some way, shape, or form. And you know what? It makes me feel really, really good. And I honestly feel like I'm making a big difference. All right, plumbers are here. Gotta go.